Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and today we have part 2 of our Roma, Italia trip, where we're gonna have some sightseeing, food, the Vatican, and more food. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's go ahead and dive into Wilhelm's favorite spot in Italy.
Right now we're walking to the Forum, and it's crazy because you can't see this stuff until you like turn a corner, and all of a sudden it's like this massive sculpture building, and you can tell like where the landmarks are because it's like marble, so it's like white.
They can see that.
Okay, so we need to get absolutely insane.
I don't think I can capture how big it is like on camera. That's not what she said. But like it's massive. It legit is so massive, but I just like, I can't capture how large it is.
I think you really feel how large it is too, because it's super crowded in Rome generally. So then when you find these landmarks, they're like piazzas and they're just big open squares, and you feel like it's just open area. It's great.
So we visited Piazza Venezia a number of times throughout our trip because it's generally the hub of Rome. So basically, if you go inside, there's a museum about the wartime of Italy. You can see a bunch of their old weapons, missiles, there's the uniforms, flags. It's really cool actually. If you're into that kind of stuff, definitely walk on in. It's for free. There's also this really cool clear elevator. Of course, you have to pay for it, and it only runs at a certain times, and it goes all the way up to the top where those giant Pegasus horses are. We just did not have time. Again, make sure you do your research, or at least know a few things before you go somewhere like that. Mistakes were made. But we were able to take some pictures day and night when it wasn't raining. The rain. And when you walk past Piazza Venezia, or to the right of Piazza Venezia, you arrive at yet another piazza, Piazza del Campidoglio.
This is definitely the center of Rome, because you got the Colosseum's right over there. You have the Forum right over there. You have this place, which I don't even know how to pronounce. What is it called?
I don't know.
Campidoglio or something like that.
Campidoglio.
And then right next to us, which is my favorite monument so far, is Piazza Venezia, which has the most badass sculptures you can imagine. It's so cool.
And then we walked further behind the square at nighttime. We had the best pictures of the Forum lit up, the Colosseum lit up, Gorgina. Rome has a ton of walking, and while walking around in the city all day, all I could think about was, where are we gonna eat? In our opinion, Rome was very affordable. There was a point in time when we were like, let's go to more fancy dinners so we can just spend the euros that we exchanged and just really enjoy our nights out with wine, 4-course meals. Like, let's just do it up. That's my kind of a good time. And coffee, but you guys already know that. Of course, we started off the meal with vino. Our maitre d' took care of everything for us. He literally ordered like everything for us. We want the true Roman experience. I have never had mozzarella so fresh, light, and wet. It was literally a dream. When I see mozzarella, I'm like, ugh, thank you, next. I'm going back to Italy. I remember he said it was pork cheek. Excited?
Yep. Yeah. We're really fucked up. It has like pistachio all over it.
Yeah. Take it off.
I should be using my fork, right?
We started looking up and seeing that there were a lot of rooftop restaurants / bars. So we went on Yelp and we saw this restaurant that was right by the Pantheon. They got really good reviews. Walked on over, turned out to be a hotel. Our names down. Came back about 3 hours later after I got my hot girl disguise on and heels and all that. Again, we left it all in the waiter's hands. He had suggestions and we were like, that. It's called an amuse-bouche. No, you eat it in one bite.
Should we order a whole plate of it? It's hard.
Scoop it. You guys ever heard of Gordon Ramsay?
I got the same thing.
Yeah, I get some mushroom on there.
Yeah? Alright, my turn.
And we could see the Vatican from our seats, which is where we arrived the next morning. We are at the Vatican. We're about to enter Vatican City, but it's really not a city. It's considered another country. Unfortunately, we couldn't go to St. Peter's Basilica because they're completely booked, and we wouldn't get an appointment until after we left Italy. So we're going to go into the Sistine Chapel where Michelangelo painted the ceiling. So we get to see that. Pretty cool. Little tip, I highly recommend booking with the Vatican Pass, not sponsored, just saying, saved us a lot of time. The line outside of the Vatican to buy your tickets was like 2.5 hours long, and you have to reserve a time to go in anyway. So you might as well just buy the pass, reserve your time there, pick up your ticket and your sticker, and walk in with the group because they'll take you right past that line and you just wait in line for security. It's super packed here, and we lost the lady that we're supposed to be following with the flag. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. We didn't pay for like an audio tour, and she was like speaking 4 different languages, so it might have taken a while for her to explain everything. I think we'll just take it up on our own time.
This thing's made of bronze.
Yeah? How do you know?
It said.
He said no selfie stick, and I was like, it's a gorilla fun. But just so you know, don't bring a selfie stick. But he was nice about it, so. Vatican, beautiful. Never been anywhere like it. It was overwhelming. I was like sensory overload. Every inch of that place had decor. Probably got that from them. Like,
yeah, they brought it from over there.
I don't even think we're in the chapel yet. There's a lot of art on the way. It's pretty cool.
Any space you can find, they put something.
Despite it being rainy season, it was so crowded. People were bumping my shoulder. I'm trying to film and they're hitting my elbow. It was like cattle. People were waiting for you to move. So once we got into the Sistine Chapel, they were actually had signs everywhere saying no cameras. They said no cell phones. I honestly think they just want to make sure that we don't use flash, because over time with the millions and millions of people that visit, if we all had flash on, it sort of degrades the paint after a while. But I ended up filming a little bitty piece just between me and Will, all sleek, and then in the footage you can actually see someone flash, and all of it, they like were escorted out. Leave the country, because you know, Vatican's a country. Get it? Okay. I'll show my. And now it is time for our favorite part of the trip. We had the awesome pleasure of going into an authentic Roman home where they taught us how to make authentic pasta from scratch with 3 sauces and pasta polenta and tiramisu and complimentary all-you-can-drink wine.
Part of the cream is ready when all the sugar is melted, so the color change and become lighter.
Taking notes. There's one right there. What is this?
Egg white.
Egg white?
Oh my god. Oh my god, no, I'm scared. He was like, mine's gonna be so big, and I'm like, you need layers.
2 seconds, really not more.
Yes,
Thank you.
Cream again, we have to cover the biscuit.
Now. Yeah, she spilled her wine.
You guys are definitely best friends.
I guess we're
Aww.
we are not best friends. This is love. No, what is the fridge for?
Something like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I don't use onion, it's shallot, because I don't like the flavor of the onion, is too strong for me.
And then we're making the guanciale, which is pork cheek.
This fat that you see here will become oil, and the meat will become crunchy. So please go on with tomatoes.
Sure, I'll take a little more. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Julie, do you want more?
I'm good.
I bought So we will taste. No oil, no garlic, no honey. If they will tell you, but maybe no. But no, no. And when you will taste, you will tell me that maybe I'm right.
That's a Roman staple. You're probably not going to find spaghetti and meatballs in Rome unless you're at one of those tourist trap places that want to please everyone. And then the cheese sauce was about 4 cheeses and some cream.
Mascarpone, blue cheese, and brie. You always to remember that we need to create a cream. It's really not important. You can say that. Okay. So for sure you can use also just one of these. This was what my grandmother did. It will be better later when you will work to cut it.
It's kind of soft.
Okay?
Yeah, yours is
but
too.
It's
Sure.
really elastic and well done. So.
Basically, you know it's ready when you have it in a ball, you put your finger on it, and it's sort of elastic where it like comes back up. All right, then we let it sit to let all the gluten form. So we'll wait for that. We go check on our sauces.
It's starting being transparent. You see that it's up, and it's starting being oily. And smell. Sorry,
Delicious,
you don't
yes.
want maybe to smell. Okay, sorry.
Smells good.
It smells.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. I prepared them and now I just remember. Okay. Okay. Done?
Looks like you have a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was just long, but then probably... Sorry.
You got it. No, don't worry. Hey!
Nice.
Bravissima.
Good job, babe.
Sure, but now we take a pictures all together. I think that we need to add some salt, some sugar, something like this.
No salt.
But if Fiamma did it, so. I was telling you that we cook the pasta twice. Why? Because the first time that we cook the pasta is in the boiling water. The second time is in the sauce. We don't put the pasta in the dish and then the sauce over.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's something completely crazy. The pasta in the sauce. Okay. Sorry, this was. We say ripassare. It means to cook again. Your pasta could become dry when you cook the second time, and if you add the water from the tap, it's cold and is not good. While this water takes the gluten, takes the blah blah blah. And so when you will have to add, it's perfect. Fiammina, mi puoi venire ad aiutare tesoro a ripassarla? Ho due differenti paste. Now we will cook it again.
Tutta.
Sì, sì.
You're missing it.
Wow. She does it
Professional.
I can't do that. She's really green. Really heavy. So with this one, sorry di passo davanti.
Perché boh, secondo te?
Okay, go. At the beginning it's really liquid and then little by little it will get solid.
So far we've just been cooking it with milk?
When you're tired you can
water bath?
ask for the switch with the others. Since they are here, yes. But there are little parts. It's the bread that I didn't cut too small.
Okay.
Oh.
Fryer so
yeah.
just for a moment. And then, yeah, give me the time to
No.
to give the pasta because the pasta has to be eaten.
You know. It looks so simple, but wow. Now that was my favorite meal in Italy. And it was homemade. I helped make it. The perfect, delicate bite of homemade pasta.
Sick. That was good.
So just before serving, you will see
Get in there. You didn't even get a lady finger.
Oh, I forgot.
Imagine if we
Yes.
did the whole.
So after that, we ended up staying like an hour to an hour and a half after it was supposed to end because the whole group just got along so well. Along with Debora and Fiamma, we were drinking coffee, we were eating, they were letting us taste limoncello. A lot of people in Italy make their own limoncello, and this one happened to be in the process of being done, and she let us smell it. It was 90 proof.
See, you have to smell because it's so good when you smell this. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's, you have to. Yes, it's really alcohol. If you really smell, you can.
Real alcohol.
Yeah, it's alcohol 90%. It's a, yeah. Yes.
It just sounds
Yes,
so nice.
90%.
That is very
no.
Yeah. She came out with these little spoons and she was like, "You want to taste?" And I was like, and then I got this.
You don't even feel it? Yeah. It absorbs right over here.
It's very strong.
And that sums up our trip to Italy. We stayed there for 5 days. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. If you're brand new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss when I post. And welcome to the castle. If you want to follow me on social media, it's right here as well as in the description below. Tier 3s, I love you. All right, I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.